Hey, what's up, guys? So, alright, listen, it's a new week, so it's definitely time to talk some fairy tale, alright? So, starting things off, I want to pick up where we left off with Mavis being stuck with Zareth, Mavis is a smart girl, so of course she might have something up her sleeve, but anything she could have done has already been nixed because as soon as she's even thought about doing something, she was frozen. And then to make matters worse, Zareth kind of felt bad, so he's like, okay, yeah, she just got free after being held captive damn near 100 years. So, let her out. That's not right. That's not right. So he had somewhat of a heart, right? He had somewhat of a heart. But as soon as they let her out, they put a chain around her neck and cage her mind. So now she can't even form a solid thought. So it's just like, geez, man, like how much more does Mavis have to go through before she can just chill for a little bit, But that's not the worst part that we got from this. The worst part that we got is Zareth walked Mavis out to the ledge of the guild, and said, basically, look at this shit, And you look out to see you see millions upon millions of soldiers just like standing in between whoever else is out there in the guild. So basically, to even get to the guild, you got to go through all these soldiers. So it's like if the fairy tale crew, for some reason, wanted to rush the guild, which, they're headed in that direction anyway, but and even to get to the damn front door, you have to go through like a million soldiers. So that's crazy to me. But you know what? That's not even the worst part. This shit is the worst part, alright? So now we find out that all of the friggin' 12 that Fairy Tail defeated, we find out somehow they're all back to life. And I'm like, man, if this isn't the biggest bullshit, because really the Fairy Tail members barely beat these friggin' 12 members. And now it's like, cool, you may have whipped our asses, but you know what? Ha ha ha, we're back. So now you gotta do it again. Like, dude, at this point, man, I have no idea how Fairy Tail is even going to get through this, I mean, even God Serena's back. And God Serena was killed by Acnologia. So, I mean, like, how crazy is this friggin' 12 that they have people who can bring other people back to life, And now I'm talking about that. So, I'm guessing that's really the power of the White Dragneel. And if he has that kind of power and he's supposed to be a Dragneel, which we're assuming that he's Natsu's and Zareth's brother, if he has that kind of power, then why the hell didn't he just bring back Natsu like 400 years ago? Like this shit does not make any sense to me. And maybe I'm looking too far into it, I don't know. But that's crazy to me. If he has this kind of power, why wouldn't he have just brought back Natsu like 400 years ago? It's silly, right? And then on top of that, Zareth goes on to say that this dude is so powerful that he can single-handedly defeat Acnologia like it's nothing. So now it's like, okay, wait a minute. So basically, Acnologia has been fucking shit up this whole time, and you had this dude sitting over here who could have easily just come and put an end to Acnologia and, made everybody happy. And then, with him saying that, it throws a new wrench into things because now it's like, I'm really mind effed because I thought the whole point of them going after Fairy Heart was so that they could take it to defeat Acnologia. But if you already have someone that can do that without Fairy Heart, then what's the point of taking it to begin with, It's almost like, alright, so if you're not actually going to take Fairy Heart to defeat Acnologia, then what the hell do you really want Fairy Heart for? So this whole thing is crazy. I've been a big fan of Fairy Tail, a huge fan of Fairy Tail for like quite some years now. But I'm kind of wondering, how the hell are they going to get through this one, The soldiers, I'm not worried about the soldiers. I think they can easily brush through those soldiers, Those are kind of like NPCs in your favorite games. But now with the friggin' 12, there's like 12 damn boss fights all at the guild. So how are they going to get through that? Dude, I feel like sometimes with these mangas, I understand our favorite characters have to go through some shit. I don't mind them going through some shit. I really don't. But damn, like, can one time, can the good guys just get somebody that's crazy on their side instead of them always having to go through this unbelievable BS? Because it's crazy, man. Dude, it's absolutely crazy. So Mavis isn't in a good spot. You got our Fairy Tail members who are all converging together so that they can head back to Fairy Tail. But then you find out, like, getting back to Fairy Tail really isn't going to be a piece of cake. So I don't know what's going to happen. The way the chapter ended, they made it sound like the Fairy Tail members might have some secret weapon up their sleeve, or some secret weapon might show up. I don't know. But the only thing I could even think of close to being a secret weapon for a Fairy Tail at this point would be Guild Darts. And come on, man, Guild Darts. don't get me wrong, Gildarts is crazy powerful. I love Gildarts, but dude does not have a history of showing up when shit goes down, you know what I mean? I don't know if he's on a 10-year quest, 20-year quest, a never coming back quest, whatever. But Gildarts typically does not show up when shit's going down. So, I don't know what's going to happen. The only time I remember Gildarts being around when some stuff got heavy is when they were doing the S rank exam, you know. Gildarts was there then, but any other time Fairy Tail was getting their butt kicked, Gildarts was nowhere to be found. So who knows? But you know what? Maybe it's not even referring to Gildarts. Maybe Fairy Tail has some secret member out there who's like really just never been to the guild, but he's like crazy powerful. I don't know. But if the dude does exist, now is a good damn time for him to show his ass up, because stuff is not looking good. It's not looking good, you know. Now, even though things are bad for Fairy Tail, one thing I've always loved is that, you know, no matter what, they always have this never give up attitude. And, you know, I love that. I love that. I'm a big Natsu fan. I love how he's ready to get after it no matter what's in front of him. But at this point, dude, it'd be some bullshit to think that Natsu can get through this. Unless he gets some ridiculously huge power upgrade that we didn't know about. Maybe he's sitting on something. I don't know. But, you know, we're going to have to wait and see. But anyway, guys, I really enjoyed this week of Fairy Tail. In terms of what's coming next, I really don't know, you know. I could guess and I can speculate, you know, which a lot of us do. A lot of us guys do. But really, who knows what's coming next? If I really had to guess, I think Gildarts is going to be a definite. I feel like he's definitely going to show up. But I feel like there may be also someone else that maybe we don't know about. So if I had to take a guess, that's what I think is coming. But other than that, you know, I really don't know. Mavis was left in a pretty bad place. Eileen's getting ready to start extracting Fairy Heart from her, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. I have a feeling that if Fairy Tail somehow manages to get through all that, it may turn into something where they show up at the last minute and it's too late. In that case, I don't know what Zera's true plans for Fairy Heart is, you know. But it's one of those things where we're going to have to wait and see the direction that the artist really wants to take it. But as always, guys, I definitely appreciate you listening to the review. You know, listening to your boy ramble on, give his thoughts about what's happening in Fairy Tail. You know what? And if you guys got something that maybe you feel was different from my opinion, go ahead and leave a comment below. I always love talking manga. Definitely Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is one of my favorite. I am a big Natsu fan. And I'm pretty sure pretty soon I'm going to find some space for a Natsu tattoo. You know, that's how much I love the kid. But like I said, guys, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate you. Really appreciate the support. Since you're here already, I am going to go ahead and ask you to smash that like button. Also, if you're new and you haven't checked out my channel yet, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. Definitely got some cool things coming out. Definitely doing some giveaways. I'm actually getting ready to drop a giveaway video, so that's going to be pretty fun. So you know what? Go ahead and subscribe and make sure you're a part of that. As always, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm your boy Heroes Come Back too. Peace.